Shop smart, shop S-smart.
Lady, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave the store.
Who the hell are you?
Name's Ash.
This is my boomstick.
So hi, welcome to Binge Buddies, Deadites in Aisle 3. I'm your host, as always, Brian Dressel. With me, as always, is Matt, Zombie Dog, Demon Dykes.
I mean, that could be anything. That could be literally anything.
I'll give you a clue. I'm starting from the top of the list this time. I've been going from the bottom of the list. Now the top.
This is the most recent thing. What was that thing that he was in recently? Like,
it's animated.
Satanic Panic, Hysteria, Satanic Panic.
It's animated.
Like oh, no idea then.
Invincible.
Don't say that, damn it.
Oh, you would have been
well,
right.
you didn't.
You didn't, so you're not
Here, Matt.
We have Joel Chief Ben Dandridge. DeWitt.
What? I don't know what you expect me to do with these.
Yeah, I've never watched this one either, but did you get it?
Is that Hysteria?
It is Hysteria.
Yeah, it's a new thing that I remember seeing an advert for, thinking, oh, that looks quite cool. It's about the Satanic Panic in the 80s or something like this.
That did look good. Yeah.
See, I was going to guess Invincible.
Oh, well, you would have been wrong, but at least you're guessing. We also have Ryan, dissenting voice on recording, Lutens.
I mean, I'd guess Evil Dead Rise.
You got it.
Because, like, the voice on recording.
Yeah, that's what.
That's the real big clue there.
The DJ person is putzing around.
Dissenting voice on recording. That might be one of his better titles. At a certain point here, I'm just going to have to say Ash Williams over like 6 times in a row because he's played him so many times in various things. I have like Call of Duty on here. I have other video games of all the movies, the TV shows. Like he's played Ash more than once. As we're finding out.
We're doing an entire series about him playing that character. So yes. Well done, Brian. You
only 2 episodes is he not? Oh, 1 episode is not, and we just found he's in every episode. So there we go. For his dissenting voice and recording, he'd be missing 1, but no, he's still snuck in there. But we're recording our second session, so 3rd episode of our Ash versus Evil Dead part of our Evil Dead franchise. I could have phrased that better, but we were missing 2 of our co-hosts the last time, so I'm curious. Jumping in now, we're at episode 5. Ryan and Joel, how did you like the first 4?
Joel first.
I guess. This is great so far.
We loved it. Okay,
this is great so far.
You are nailing it.
You're right. They retained the cheese.
Yep.
I think they found a really good balance between cheese and humor and action. And the horror and tension side of it. Still plenty bloody and a lot of really nasty sections where they show the gore in full view and sit on it. Man, I know we'll talk about it a little bit in this first episode, but that monster that does the whole like brain popping.
Oh, the demon.
Yeah,
the shimmer guy.
That thing is disturbing.
Yeah, Matt and I talked about him for a while last week. Like he was,
Just it's the noises that are made, kind of like the shuddering it does, almost like it's vibrating while standing there. It's all very disturbing stuff.
His idea of a shotgun bong, that's pretty freaky. Almost goes south there for a moment.
Some people are into that. I'm not going to shame anybody for.
I will absolutely shame you for using a shotgun as a bong.
Look, some people when they're doing that just want to have the Kurt Cobain experience, and not for me.
And
Not for me. But, okay, that's all right.
I mean, I was going to make a comment about maybe they're just a big fan of Platoon, but that one just kind of
Kurt Cobain's better than Platoon.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Ryan, I know you've seen these before, but how are you enjoying your rewatch?
It's fine. I always come back to the thought that this is what Evil Dead was supposed to be. If we had the budget and everything that we were supposed to have back in the 80s, this is essentially what I think Sam Raimi was going for. So I enjoy that he came back and did the first episode to really put that little niche on it. But I mean, it really leans into the cheese while still maintaining the gore in a fun way. My wife was watching it with me and she goes, "What is this?" I go, "It's Evil Dead." She goes, "Oh, it's supposed to be scary." I go, "Not this."
Yeah.
So,
Although it will make you it's still
unsettle you.
comedy. Yeah, like Joel said, that demon doesn't mess around. Like that is
right.
It's a freaky looking demon.
There's still like sort of decent horror elements in the series, but it is very much an Evil Dead sort of like series. Like, you know, it's not super scary. Like, no one's gonna have nightmares over any like the Evil Dead films or anything like that.
Yep.
No, I will say.
I would argue that, I mean, I know Joel didn't care for the first one, but people were legitimately terrified by that first movie because it's just constant horror. And then I know Evil Dead Rise really unsettled a lot of my friends. I feel like that one was like legit scary. Like, I thought it was funny as hell, but maybe I'm just broken.
I think we're all broken.
This, I'm so glad they went down to a half-hour format after the pilot. This is something where I know we're binging it, but it works best in small doses. It gives everybody a chance to have their funny moment. It gives Ash a chance to both be a buffoon and be heroic. And some of it can feel a little by the numbers in terms of structure, but it works well. It works well for what this is.
Yeah, this isn't like one of our other shows, say like The Good Place, where I'm like, this is the smartest show on TV. Like, I want to be in a room with you just to pick your brain. This one's more fun. Like, we're having a great time. Look, it's Ash. And, you know, he was banging that lady before she turned into a Deadite. Wasn't that crazy?
We're talking about this is super intelligent, like, you know, where he dives through the air and catches a chainsaw with his stump and it locks in place. That's super intelligent.
That is so dumb, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. But like we're getting back to Resident Evil 2 level of like motorcycle through a stained glass window. She'd be dead as fuck, but it looked cool. Has anybody watched our old Resident Evil people's new movie, The Lost Lands? I want to say it's called. No one took that dive. No. I did. Don't do it. Magic's gone, guys. Magic's gone. All right. Do you want to get started on episode 5 here? The Host.
Yeah.
So episode 5's coming in with Kelly is still possessed, but at this point we are still blaming Ash. Ash is still bound and gagged, and they're getting ready to perform an exorcism on him, even though he is not possessed at all. And it's a pretty great opening. Like, him trying to convince them that he's not possessed is just like Ash on his heels is like my favorite version. Just like, because he's always at a 10 and trying to convince people when he's desperate. It's no different than when he's just normal Ash. So you can't take anything he says seriously. So it's just like this. It's just comic genius. Like, I love watching him work. It's always funny. And like him talking through his gag, like, we'll have to exercise him with a knife. With a nerve? Like,
I love this. Like, even though like the camera's focused on Pablo and Brujo, you've got this like thing in the background though. You can just hear him going. It's just, but it's like the way they sort of like level the sound is just, it makes it funnier, I think, because you've got like a very clear conversation going on here, and but then it just in the background you can just hear like whilst they're talking this.
And I love Kelly throughout the scene. Like, she's funny. Like, as they're like getting ready to possess him, she's just like staring at him like, "Are you having fun? This is great, isn't it?" Like, It's just like that perfect level. She's not like a Deadite because we know that she's a specific demon, but it's like this level of like, okay, so all demonic things have the similar sense of humor. They're enjoying like the suffering that Ash is going through, and you know we are too, to a certain degree. Sorry, Ash.
I mean, we've seen it from demons in like other things. Like Good Place, they have a sense of humor about enjoying things. I think demons have got a fantastic sense of humor. I'd love to hang out with one.
I wouldn't.
I was gonna say let that pause there because like once you like. It's like that, like that little kid who hangs out with the bullies who thinks that he's one of them, but he's actually the person who's picked on the absolute most in the world. That would be you hanging out with a demon. Like, this is great. It's like, Matt, you're on fire. Like, isn't it funny? No, it's not funny. They're torturing you.
I'm still warm right now.
I'd be on board with it, to be fair. I think I'd get on very well with the demons, actually. I think, I'd be their favorite human.
Matt, Florida's just an ocean flight away. don't leave
fire.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah, that's so anyhow, back to the show. So we have Ash who's still trying to get exercise at this point, and watching Brujo try to exercise him when he's not possessed, it's just great. Just like he's flashing with stuff like, come on, man. Like usually there's a bigger reaction than that. I'm not possessed. Okay, let's try this other thing. But to do that, they have to kick Pablo and Kelly out. So that's where Kelly and Pablo have their moment together, and poor Pablo. Like
I love Pablo.
He thinks he's making headway. It's not happening, dude.
I mean, he is making headway, but just with a demon.
Still counts.
Yeah. I don't think it does. I mean, like, not to get too far ahead of us, but that'd be like Amanda and Ash hooking up in a few episodes. Like, it's not Ash, guys. Like, you guys didn't do it. Ash would have. Don't get me wrong. Like, he was a willing participant.
You just deal.
Yeah, you just picked the wrong Ash. This one is no. It's just not the right Kelly. There's somebody wearing a Kelly suit, and that is who is enticing you with the shotgun bong, which I'm just like, it's not a bong. I keep saying bong. They use it as a pipe. There's no water attached to that. It makes me uncomfortable.
The shotgun, it'd rust.
I mean,
Matt with the important distinctions, and
exactly. Like, you don't want to get water on your shotgun barrel.
That's just practical.
Corrosion.
Would you want to shove weed in it and use it as a pipe?
I mean, it'd be better for it than putting water on it, I think.
See, now I am curious about the idea of shooting a shotgun filled with it.
I think it'd just be a big mess, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how much you put in, though, because I think you could end up with like a backfire there, where like they just explodes in your face.
No, you just have shotgun pellets and weed in your face.
Yeah. Half of that would be okay.
Like a real fun Dick Cheney.
See, I was thinking Simpsons with a makeup gun, but
the face splatter on the wall is one of my favorite sight gags. Bang! That's good shit.
I just love how with that as always, like, oh, Homer, you got it set on whore. Now you're gonna want to close your nose and ears for this one, man.
I'd forgotten about that. And The Simpsons is a good show. The other day, my son said, "What's The Simpsons?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a bad dad. I have not shown my son the light." But he's very familiar with Bob's Burgers, so I'm also not a great dad. I shouldn't be showing that to a kid his age. But
yeah, terrible dad. You haven't shown him Venture Brothers yet. Terrible dad.
I've shown him parts. Little parts. I let him watch the Ignore Me guy because he found that funny. But just has anybody lost a baby? Ignore me, like that got Corin, because how could that not?
There's got to be somewhere where they've done G-rated versions of those where they just cut snippets of it out to make it seem wholesome, right?
The episode should be 5 minutes.
Hold on, I forgot. John gave me a. There it is. Forgot I had that thing locked and loaded. Oh, hold on. He gave me. Read my mind. Thanks, John. Very, very happy you gave me those. We're talking to Evil Dead, right? Let's go back to Evil Dead. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You can read my mind.
You know,
It's just a
maybe
click
I
away.
should watch Venture Brothers.
You should. And Rain Dune. How far did you get before you quit?
I'm pretty far.
That didn't fill me with confidence.
I've looked at that. I've actually read Dune shirt recently.
Okay, so you're getting in the right direction.
Yeah, right.
I started reading it again yesterday, just so we're on the same page. If I finish it a third time while you've been reading it one time, I'm going to be a little embarrassed for you. But also proud of myself. So there's two sides to it.
Well, there's that, or the fourth time you've beaten Sekiro. I mean,
fourth, man, I'm up to 9.
Yeah, I guess that was generous.
All right, back to Evil Dead. So we're still in the same episode. We're getting to the point now where Kelly is essentially trying to kill Pablo, and Pablo's just not noticing, because
He's
girl.
Yeah,
he's terrified for a different reason this time.
Yeah, it's like what was it? Was it Joey in Nightmare who kept getting killed by boobs?
Yep.
Pablo's going for that right now. Sorry, dude. But they figure it out. Obviously, as Kelly tries to kill Pablo, they figure it out. They realize they have to exorcise Kelly. The episode for me takes a real big pause during her exorcism. Like it kind of grinded to a halt for me. Like I wasn't really enjoying her exorcism. I don't know why. I just kind of found it boring.
It goes on quite a while. I think it goes on for like a good 5-10 minutes or something, which in a 25-minute episode, it's quite a huge bulk of it. And we've kind of seen these kind of exorcism things before. We don't really... Like, I'm used to, like, a lot of the humor, and I don't know, it just didn't work as well. There's one very good gag in it, which I actually wrote down.
Which one was that?
It's just that when she pukes on his leg, and he just looks down, and he's like, when you get back to hell, work on your aim.
Yeah.
It's like trying to puke on him, but it just, like, literally just gets his leg a bit.
That's pretty good. But like once she starts getting out, it picks up again. Like when she's like the demon's crawling out of her mouth, I'm like, all right, I'm back in. Like this is great. And then we get to see the freaky ass demon again.
The shot of that thing crawling out of her mouth might be the most terrifying thing we've seen so far.
CGI.
Like
for a TV show too. Like just that, like it was very anatomically correct. Like if you look at her throat, like her throat is open. Like down here is just all up. So
yeah.
It's a creepy looking shot, but it works, and like it works well enough to like where the show that we've been laughing the whole time is like, oh, now it's a horror show for just a few moments, but it's still funny and like in kind of like a weird way because they're doing this whole like we have to try to kill the demon thing, and he could still do that blink teleport thing, and what the hell do we do with this? And poor Brujo dies, he gets brutally killed, and they have to go back to shoot first, think never. Think never, and just like, stop thinking and kill the thing, and then they get him. Like that's Ash, you're just trying too hard. Just be you, man.
Just shoot randomly. That's never gonna go horribly wrong at all.
To be fair, it didn't.
That's true.
They killed the demon. They're now moving forward, and I believe that Bruce Campbell is tired of not having 2 hands while acting, so they've given him a fake hand. There's a different reason for that. I don't believe it.
It's like, come on, guys, we're 5 episodes in now. I want to be able to use my left hand again.
Listen, we fixed
this chainsaw's heavy.
We fixed an Army of Darkness in like 10 minutes. Can we do it again, please? Just give me a mechanical hand. All right, fair enough. We're gonna give it a little knife that comes out, which is cool, but not
I thought that was a screwdriver.
Is it a screwdriver?
Yeah, there's a screwdriver. There's a little light on it as well.
Yeah. Hey, I love that works, but that's next or 2 episodes from now.
Yeah, I love the idea of the hand, even if I don't love the execution of the hand very much. Because it does just.
You don't like. Is that just because you don't like the Nintendo Power Glove?
It's so bad.
We're just having like flashbacks to Nightmare on Elm Street 3, 6 even.
Yeah, like I don't know what I think it's honestly just because I can see through the seams of like you just didn't want to act with one hand. Like,
I think I like the idea of having that as a limitation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, mixed with the kind of braggadocious, I'm going to be an action hero stuff, it's nice for him to have something hamstring him besides just being old and fat. So
yeah, and I'm kind of a fan of those jokes too. Like they hadn't run out of them in my mind. Like I think it was still a pretty good well to go to, and the fact that like is it the next episode they already take the thing off and put the chainsaw back on. Like okay, so we're all kind of like
Yeah,
I like that they do that though. I like that it's not like, because that was one thing that disappointed me about Army of Darkness the first time I saw it, was the fact that the chainsaw arm disappears really quickly and it never comes back. Like I do like how he's basically using it as like a sort of like Batman utility belt kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like just like swap out the hand for the chainsaw arm now. Like I do like that we're keeping the chainsaw arm because it is so. It's so iconic, and then when you think about like in the films, it's not really in them that much. Like it's the last 10 minutes or so of Evil Dead 2, and like the first 10 minutes or so of Army of Darkness, and then it kind of like that's it. But it is so iconic, and I'm glad that we get more of that. It'd be like if like Reggie barely used his quadruple barrel shotgun in Phantasm.
That'd be very upsetting. Like the
But,
second you see that thing, like that should be the only thing you use from now on, and then they listen to you.
It's more prominent, but it's still also like the special trump card, right? It's the Power Rangers getting the Power Zord all up, and it's cool every time.
Well, it's like last in this next episode, like he tries stabbing someone, then after a while, it's like I need the upgrade. Let's get this done.
He tries stabbing him with the screwdriver, and he's just like,
yeah, yeah, not quite as awesome. But let's move into the killer of killers. I really like this episode too. This one has a lot more going on.
This episode.
We get more Ruby and Amanda in this one, although this is one where Ruby leaves, right?
Yes, she falls in the fire.
Yeah, like right out of the gate.
Into the fire in the opening.
She follows the skeleton man into the fire, right?
Yep.
Was
that supposed to be the Brujo?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's Brujo's skeleton because I think because it's like it's on the funeral pyre that they built for him, and the demon comes. And I'm basically assumed that it's possessed his skeleton.
That makes sense. But yeah, so it jumps out. So we get more from Ruby. We still don't have a lot. Like they have a lot of answers they haven't given us yet about Ruby and who she is. But the fact that she dives into that funeral pyre, it's like, oh, there she goes. It's like there's no way that's how they're getting rid of her.
Yeah,
like
it's Lucy Lawless.
If that wasn't Lucy Lawless, I'm like, well, that was a strange character, and I guess there they go. But with Lucy Lawless, I'm like, so you're coming back.
This is a star show. She hasn't shown up naked yet.
Well, give it a couple episodes.
We get our wish next episode or the one after that.
I think it's in 2. Yeah, it's like pretty much right away. Your clothes don't stay together when you jump into a funeral pyre. We find out.
Shocking.
Yeah,
I will say as an aside, anytime I see Lucy Lawless, I'm happy for that.
Yeah, Lucy Lawless makes everything better. I'm not going to disagree with you. Right?
Do you watch Xena on repeat?
No, but I may have grown up seeing that on the TV in the background, and
then running off to the bathroom for like 5-10 minutes.
Whoa. Let's be clear. Xena holds up.
It does.
Just, so yes, the jokes are obvious, but I'm saying the show holds up. Go back to it.
Did you run to the bathroom too, Brian?
Anyhow, strategic coffee drinking. Joel and I both made that same joke in the last 2 minutes. Anyhow, back to the killer of killers. So we have Ruby, who jumped in their funeral pyre. Amanda, who goes back to the car and finds out that Ash's hand has skedaddled, ran off to we're going to find out in an episode, go grow a new Ash, which is not the path I thought his hand was going to take, but I'm okay with it. It still mostly works for me in a weird sort of way. I like seeing having just seen the new Looney Tunes movie, seeing the hand grow an eyeball on the back of it was like, oh, like the gum.
I like as well that it takes us back to Bad Ash and Good Ash from Army of Darkness, and it is kind of nice that they worked that in because when Bad Ash comes back in, it's fun. Like
it is, and he's different than the Army of Darkness one. He's not quite as
definitely but it's still it's a different
it's not a
like
cartoon cutout. Like he's more do I dare say suave and debonair. So
I mean he puts the moves on Amanda, but we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's at this point Amanda hasn't even joined the group yet. So so where are we at? So
I love the diner.
The diner's a great one. Like this is
so good.
this is the episode where Amanda finally decides to join the group at the end of all this. But before that, she has to arrest him, and he tries to tell her, I'm not a bad guy. I'm a killer of killers, which is something he's going to have to show her during this episode.
See? Killer of killers.
I got real Peacemaker flashback with that line.
That line.
So the whole series has a Peacemaker feel to
You-
it. Like there's just this sort of like there's a tone to it that I'm just like I'm watching it go like now just thinking to myself, Peacemaker reminds me of this, or this reminds me of Peacemaker, whichever like way around you want to go for it. It just like these two series could coexist, in the same universe. Like, you know, if like in the middle of that episode, if Peacemaker and Vigilante walked into the diner, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I'd be like, oh, cool.
No, actually,
versus Peacemaker.
I would enjoy watching Peacemaker and Vigilante versus Deadites. Vigilante versus a Deadite, I imagine, would be very funny. But we talked about this the last couple weeks when you guys weren't on. It's like these two characters, if they lived in the same trailer park, as they both live in trailer parks, they would be buds. Like there's
they'd be drinking buds. Yeah,
either drinking buds or arch nemesis because they're so similar. Like it would be one of those like I can't believe he did that thing as you're doing the exact thing you're saying he can't believe he did. Like I want to watch that show is all I'm saying. Like, you know,
I think you actually said like on the first recording for like the first two episodes, like you like Peacemaker would go up to like the old woman and be like, I can't believe he did that. You want to clean mine while you're at it though?
Yeah, it'd be like clean my trailer for me and do this when you're done. I can't believe he asked you to do that. He's so rude. Anyhow, here's the keys to mine. Let me know when you're done. It would be
who from Peacemaker would read the book?
Vigilante.
No,
and Economos. I bet Economos would.
It'd be Economos.
Yeah,
it'd be Economos. It would definitely. I go Economos over Vigilante. Vigilante would be fine with it, but I just I don't see him as much of a reader. Is all I'm going with.
he doesn't seem like a curious mind.
He actually thinks later.
Yeah,
he'd flick through it. He'd just sort of sit on the side going, oh, look at all that.
I can see him.
It's just giving him new ideas on how to kill bad guys. Really.
Look at all these dead people. Anyhow.
Well, that was a good one.
I'm so happy we get more Peacemaker later this year. We have to do maybe we'll do like an actual like watch down series, like you know, like some folks do. Who knows? We'll see.
An after the show, an afterthoughts podcast.
No, apparently.
Joel's like, wait, copyright.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah. You're the first ones that have ever used that name.
That's good.
I beg to differ.
It's straight for SEO, right?
Anyhow, back to Evil Dead. So
the diner. Can we just talk about the yes, there's things that happen, but there's so much that happens in the diner. From
the majority of the episode is the diner, right?
Right.
Yeah,
the whole thing about you find out Ruby has a connection in the book in the beginning, but then she dies. And the
we don't find out what that connection is. They just say you'll never have the book for yourself, and that's like all you really get. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's she drives to find them, noticing the hands gone, but then everything is they're trying to figure out how to pay a $22 tab.
Yeah.
And Ash is like, I got this. Double.
I like as well how Ash is. He says multiple times, "Oh, this is on me. I'm paying for it." And then when it comes to like the checks here, he's like, "When did I say that?" And like, I just love like the immediate thing of like, "Well, when we sat down, partway through the meal, like."
And again, this is what's a testament to the show is they know how to lay on the comedy really thick before they let all the batshit stuff happen.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what even when he's trying to talk to the waitress about paying, and she's like, "My husband's over there," and he goes, "That's fine."
That's fine when you keep this on the down low.
Right.
He's sitting there chopping with a butcher knife.
But it's great setup as well for like that end sequence as well, because it's like it's setting up like the stuff that's going to be available.
Well, yeah, because we have Lem. He goes to talk to Lem,
the
militia guy, which leads into the next episode big time.
Yeah, Lem comes back in a very kind of Freddy way next week.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remind anybody else of Freddy? Like he was very Freddy, right?
The long hair. I like the long hair. It was.
And it is the way he talked to me. It's like his voice inflection felt very Freddy. But this one, like this one starts popping off, and like when it goes crazy, like it feels like you're watching like an Evil Dead movie. Like this, like they've all had like their moments of like really heightened violence, but this one felt more like a party to me. I don't know why. Is that a weird way to describe it?
A kid gets thrown.
I was gonna say like they don't sort of shy away from like how like what these things will do and not who they will kill. Because like the kid goes into the ceiling fan and gets like ripped apart,
brutalized. Yeah, like,
That is the most expressive no I've heard out of Ash too. Like he was upset about that.
Yeah,
that one got to him. Well, he made it out of the bathroom alive. That's what's sad. Like you're like, oh, this kid might make it. Nope. Nope.
They kept showing the kid too. I'm like, oh, I don't remember if the kid. There he goes.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's flying.
Yeah, like he's just up there forever now.
Bits of him are anyway.
Yeah.
That child was just confronted with adulthood. very accelerated there.
I mean, to be fair, like given current experiences with adulthood, maybe he's doing better because of it.
So while this is all going on in the diner, Pablo and Kelly are in the trailer, right?
Yeah,
they're in the trailer.
Ash sends him back there so he can pull his whole shtick.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, I got the bill. You want to go wait in the car for me?" Like,
that's right. Okay.
Because I thought we were Splitsville.
He's such a liar, but he's such a bad liar.
Oh, good.
That's why I got the fruit cup. See, the dialogue in this show is so good. It's that perfect level of ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's also like the delivery as well. Like when he goes off on his like long thing, which I've wrote down and which will be my quote.
Of course it will.
Everything that comes out there, the way that it's delivered, it feels very. Yeah.
I
when
knew
talking
that would be your quote.
But like, it doesn't feel written. It feels very off the cuff of the shit that he's coming out with, because we know this character so well. It's like, you can kind of see like the cogs whirring in his brain, thinking, yeah, this is a really good idea. This is, she's gonna love this. She's gonna,
even when
she's
she brings
totally
up
gonna
the
love
husband, it did not faze him. He was
like, immediately like, okay, so we want to keep this on the DL then. I got you.
Right.
It's like
making eye contact with the husband and motioning, like it's the best part.
Just to live with the confidence of Ash must be a joyful experience.
Man,
talk himself up in the mirror. Like he literally thinks like, I'll see you in 3 minutes, and he goes there and he's like, I'd do me.
Hourly affirmations.
Yeah,
I don't think he needs the mirror. I think he just walks around knowing, I'd do me. Just thinking on a bench.
The mirror's a bonus.
Yeah. All right. So in the trailer, the book starts freaking out because we didn't mention when Pablo's Brujo died, he took his amulet. So now he's wearing it around the book, and the book does not like it. These things are enemies. Yeah. We don't get much more than that, but just like when he's wearing it around the bench that the book is stored in, the bench starts freaking out, and Pablo has a really good line at that point, which I guess will be my quote, because I'm not going to quote everything Matt's going to quote. But
if that's the quote that I think you're thinking, can I say Kelly's quote after?
Sure, that sounds great. Glad that we're planning this all out in advance. These are half.
What are you going to be doing, Joel?
Yeah.
We got 2 episodes. Yourself. We haven't claimed them all yet.
I mean, that's the great thing about this series. Like, even though each episode is 25 minutes long, there's just so many good quotes in it. Like, they're just ridiculously good dialogue.
It is.
Like, it's one of those series, like, when we talk about The Good Place, like, there was so much in each one of those episodes. Like, it was 25 minutes, but it felt like there's enough material for, like, 45 minutes. This kind of feels like the same thing, but it's less sort of, like, highbrow stuff and more, like, lowbrow, just amazing humor and just Yeah, it's so rammed. Like, you're trying to watch this thing, it's like, if you're trying to write down quotes, you've got to pause it. Because, like, by the time you've written down, like, the one short quote you've missed about 3 other jokes.
For sure. Because normally I just have stuff queued up. I don't write stuff out. I'm not prepared. But I do take pictures of the quotes. I have the subtitles on, so that way I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this one it goes by so fast, and like I have less notes on this show than anything we've watched, and it's like I wish I had time to watch it twice. But
it's a quick, jam-packed 25 minutes, and what's great is the 25 minutes is either comedy or horror, and they build as they go. Like we mentioned, how there was one line with Ruby. You have a connection. Okay, so we know that Ruby is evil, but that's it. Like, and then it just moves on to that fight. So,
well, we don't know that Ruby's evil. We know that she's connected to evil.
Right.
Like that's. She's
that's the thing with the skeleton. Like, one of the things that yells at her is like calls her a backstabber as well. So it's like we know there's some connection. She's dealt with them in the past. She's actually dealt with them, with the demons themselves as well. And they know who she is. Like there's a lot there. Like, and we get it in just a little bit, but it gives us a ton. Like really well done.
The writers know what they're doing. They know that they want to make the show fluid and make sure that there's a plot, but they also want to get as much Ash being Ash and as much horror as they can, and they do a great job with it. They keep the pace is excellent. I think the 25 minutes works.
And the thing they do well, and we're going to discuss this more next week's episode, but the thing they do really well is they make, as funny as everything is, as ridiculous as everything is, they make Ash legitimately nervous about the cabin. Like, all of his vibrato and everything goes away whenever he's talking about the cabin, and like having him have that one moment of like absolute grounded, like this is what bothers him, kind of makes everything else work that much better. Because if he was just always funny, that wouldn't land as well.
My quote for next week deals with what you just said.
Yeah,
like it is against Ash, but it's still very funny.
Yeah. Is there anything else in this episode that we missed that we need to talk about? Because this is where we do. We have not talked about Kelly going ham on her Deadite.
You mean slicing ham?
Yes.
Thin slice.
Yes, thin slice, because that's how she likes it. Like, okay. Kelly is working through some stuff. She has had a lot of pain in her life over the past, 72 hours, I want to say. That's all focused on Deadites, and she takes some of that aggression out this week.
Or cuts it out.
Or bashes it out. She gets the meat mallet thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the meat mallet.
Because the slicer gets jammed up and she's like, oh no.
It's just a job.
And then I think in the next episode she's walking.
What, Joel?
Do you think she was dead before she started sledgehammering?
I don't know. Deadites take a long time to kill, so I think the mallet was a good touch at the end.
Yeah,
I think she was willing to do the extra work, and it paid off.
Put the legs in.
I do like in the next episode she's still carrying it as well. Like that's her weapon at the moment.
I don't want to. My quote comes from that moment next week, so I don't want to. We're getting too far ahead of ourselves. Although I've always said we're not supposed to call out quotes, and here we are doing that rampant this week.
It's because the show's so damn good.
It is. Okay, then I think we're good. Are we ready to move into quotes?
Well, we should just mention as well that Fisher calls her colleague who comes over, and then he gets demonized and then killed, and then she actually joins them at the end of this episode.
That's a good point.
That's the guy that threw the kid in the fan, right? The lieutenant.
Yeah.
And I will
the guy with a chainsaw hand.
And I don't want to get ahead of ourselves too much for next week, but Fisher joining, I keep calling her Amanda Fisher, whatever you want to call her. Her joining the crew this week is my least favorite thing in Ash vs. Evil Dead, because her character is a wildly different character as soon as she joins the crew.
Yeah.
It's a different person.
Yeah. It's a step down in character. Like you're building to this great character arc.
Yep.
But then
now she's a different person.
Right.
We'll get into that next week, but all of her toughness is just gone, and now she's just
character arc.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was my least favorite thing.
But we all know where that goes. Moving on.
Yeah, maybe her character went with the plot armor, and then I don't know what point I'm trying to make.
The character ran off and took the plot armor with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so quotes. We're gonna do this like we did last time. We did 2 episodes, which means we're gonna start with one person, go around, and then come back around to that same person. Matt and I both went first last week, so that means Joel is up first.
So do we choose 2 quotes? Is that how we do it?
No, you do your episode 1 quote, and then we're gonna go around, and then I'll go you, Ryan, me, Matt, me, Ryan, you.
Got it. Where are you? Great job, right? I had, you know what? Ryan, you go first.
System failed.
Got it.
I swear I had it queued up.
Fish and mailed.
I got my phone.
There
So
we go.
hold on. Okay. All right. So it's. I just have to do this quote because it's very prevalent and it's said like multiple times. But I'm gonna add. I'm doing the quote where he's looking at Pablo and he goes, "Shoot first, think never." And Pablo goes, "Noted."
Yeah.
But Pablo's got those one-liners that are just so good.
He really does. So
okay, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah, yours now? Okay.
Yeah. This demon's never coming out. Please, there's only way to put an end to all this, Ash, and you know it. What are you talking about? You have to kill me. The demon's gonna do it anyway. Please. Hey, it's okay. Just put a cross on my grave, okay? Kelly's Jewish.
That's could be the best callback in the season because it's such a funny joke of wish you told me before I made those dumb crosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a good callback. All right, so mine I'm gonna go with this one just because it made me laugh. I already brought it up earlier, but it's the line through the knife or through the gag of with a fucking knife. Like it just I just like Desperate Ash, and he just makes me laugh. It's an easy one, so I'll take that one. All right, go ahead, Matt.
Pablo, take Kelly, get me boiling water, chicken, and my 10-inch ginsu. Okay? The one with the carving blade, not the bread knife. What the fuck are we gonna do? Okay. Hey, repeat to me. Not the bread knife. Okay, good. Bread knife was expensive. Don't want to ruin it. I think I did a good job of like muffled Ash there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Better than mine. All right, your next one.
So, do you need anything else, or are you good? Oh, I'm good. Question is, Nancy, are you good? I'm okay, sure. I have a friend of mine, Nancy. He strings tennis rackets for a living. He is the best. He can't do anything else. But where do the world's tennis pros go to get their rackets strung? Him. Why? Because he has a gift. Fascinating piece of trivia. Nancy, I have a gift too. Uh-huh. I can make sweet, sweet love to a woman like no other man. Mm-hmm. After I lost this hand became extra sensitive. I think you know what I mean. The reason I bring this up, Nancy, is I'm not going to be able to pay that check. But I think I got something more valuable I can give you. Much more than $22.89. Double that at least. So, Nancy, would you like me to string your racket? My husband, he's right there. The cook, see him? Yeah, gotcha. Gotta keep this on the down low. Okay, tell you what. Act natural. Meet me in the men's room in 3 minutes. But I gotta warn you, you're gonna want to leave your husband for me. But I can't let that happen. Family values. Okay, Toots. See you in 3.
Well done, Matt. Is it bad? Like when I was watching the show, I was like, Matt's gonna do this.
Oh, I did the same thing. I'm like,
He's gonna do the whole shtick.
no point in writing any of this down.
Yep. Taking a picture of this.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, it's just like the way it's delivered in the series, in the shows, all is like long things like that. Sometimes can feel very written, but the way that Bruce Campbell delivers that, it doesn't feel written.
No.
It is so well delivered, and just the actress who's like he's playing opposite is just brilliant. Just the fascinating piece of trivia. Like just she's giving him nothing, and he is just so confident that this is working.
It seems like that. Like I know this was never going to be up for awards, but I'm like, he was so good in this show. Like so good.
Oh yeah.
He should have been. That's all I'm saying. All right. So my quote for this one, again, more of just kind of like it just made me laugh. But it's when they're in the the trailer, and the book is going crazy, and Pablo's necklace is right next to it, and he just goes, "That book has got serious beef with my uncle's necklace." It's just the way he phrases it. I really enjoy Pablo's character. He just makes me laugh consistently.
That was not the line I thought, but
okay.
I'll do the lead-in.
That was mine, so go ahead.
All right. Well, Joel should go next.
Well,
No, 'cause I
technically,
screwed
Joel
up
was
the order.
supposed to go first, so you're still next.
No.
Okay.
We're not letting Joel screw everything up.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what I did for being here.
Pablo's talking to Kelly, and he goes, Kelly really wants to get her revenge. And he goes, Kelly, you need to be careful of revenge. My uncle, he always said, Pablito, beware of anger, fear revenge. If once you start down that path, forever, it will dominate your destiny. Consume you, it will. And Kelly just looks at him and goes, did you just Yoda quote me?
It's pretty good. All right, Joel, bring it home.
Okay, who's got the tash? You said it was your treat. No. I ordered the fruit cup because I thought we were taking this check to Splitsville. When did I say this? When we sat down, and then again in the middle of the meal. Yeah, you said, and I quote, "All right, you knuckleheads, I got the drub this round." That doesn't sound familiar, but okay, Jesus. Just go wait out of the trailer, okay? I'll pay up.
So many good quotes.
Again, I want to see him hang out with Peacemaker. Like,
Yeah.
they both would play this exact same role. Like that would be both of their answers. And like,
I got the fruit cup because I thought we were going to Splitsville. That's just so good.
I love how that's a splurge.
like,
And then he comes out with the pie later. Hey, I found a slice of pie without blood all of it.
I do like when he's talking with Lem as well, and Lem's like talking about how he's now in a militia. He's like, always be stockpiling. That's our motto. It's like, well, that's a dumb motto.
I joined after they made that motto.
Yeah, I love that. I joined after they came up with it.
That was almost my quote for this one. I loved that moment. All right. Well, we got to get moving on to our next episode, which means we got to get out of this episode. But coming up next week, we have Fire in the Hole and Ashes to Ashes. Look at me being prepared this week. I didn't have to scramble for that at all.
Samara Weaving.
Samara Weaving shows up for a little bit. She doesn't die in this episode, right?
She makes it till the end of the season.
Okay. I couldn't remember where those three went. And if I got to be honest.
To the cabin.
Okay. I got to be honest.
Who she was. I remember looking at her thinking, she looks familiar. I don't know why, but I didn't make the effort of actually looking it up in IMDb.
I completely forgot.
She's the blonde one, like the blonde hiker, right? Yeah.
And I was like, Samara Weaving? Because I had no idea who she was. And then, of course, Ready or Not, Scream, and all that other good stuff she was in. I'm like,
I mean, can you really give her? She's an opening kill in Scream. She's barely in it, but she's good.
Much like the Drew Barrymore. They wanted to bring that back. So
the Drew Barrymore kill is so much more iconic than
right.
We haven't done Scream on this show. How have we not done Scream on this show? Like that, like we're all millennials.
Other ones to do first.
Like that is our horror franchise. Like I feel like we have to do Scream at some point, right?
Right.
Yeah, probably.
It's our generation's franchise.
Let's wait for the new one to come out, and then we'll.
The new one sounds shitty though. All right, bye.
Back. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not doing plugs. Let's just say goodbye.
Bye.
Fizzle out on Scream.